Namaste, Soul Family, Sky Goddess, and today I want to talk about sex and death and transformation. Sex, death, and transformation. And therefore, I'm going to be talking about the 8th house, that's Scorpio, ruled by, Pluto, and the 7th house. We know that Venus is ruled by Taurus and Libra. Um, but this Venus in Scorpio, which might I add is an excellent placement for Venus or Mars. Okay, I would more say, well, yeah, I'm not gonna more say Venus. Like I said, Venus is more like courtship, and Mars is the act itself, 3D act itself of sex. And with that being said, we know that sex is a form of death. And people always have it to say that Scorpios are very sexual, and it is because they are vibrating at that frequency of death. Every Scorpio carries the frequency of death, and death and sex vibrate at that similar plane, similar frequency. And so it is only natural that Scorpios are gonna be as, intense as sex, because death is as intense as sex. Every time, you climax or you have an orgasm, you you die. Yes. Energetically. Could also be mentally. Also physically if you contracted some venereal disease. So yeah, you see how sex and death are very much similar. And with that also being said, I don't know, human beings in general, have not yet reached that frequency where they are that observant of their daily routines and how they affect their lives. And you ever notice how a man be doing so fine, so well, and the moment he got with that trifling thought, it's like a curse has been put upon his life. We know that people can hex you outside of having sex with you, but sex is also a tool to curse you or to bless you. Hence, it is a form of death, because you exchange energies. You give away some of yours to your partner and you take in some of theirs. Feel me? And you become a whole new being. That's a death. You're no longer the same person. You're no longer the person you were prior to having sex with that person. And there comes along the topic of Kundalini. Okay? So it is true, sometimes sex can bless you and sometimes it can curse you. It all depends on the people we choose to have sex with. And that is why courtship is so important. People pretend, but for how long? And being under the Aquarian frequency, nobody is into pretending that much nowadays. People, they're vibrating at that very rebellious and, fixed frequency of I don't give a damn what you think. So it's pretty easy to spot the red flags, because first and foremost, if it is a problem to court prior to having sex, then that man ain't interested in you any way, shape, or form. He's just interested in the sex. So if that's not your thing, that's a no-no. But if that's your thing, then go ahead. So, Kundalini, people think that it is climaxing or having an orgasm. That's not what it is. It is attaining spiritual enlightenment, ascension via deep soul intimate contact, which the most intimate of them all is sex on a 3D plane. And so, even if you don't climax, you can still have a Kundalini rise. Okay? It is that transformation that comes with having sex with the right person. The person is vibrating at your frequency. Where y'all see eye to eye might be in opposite, male, female, yin and yang, but it's at the similar frequency, whether it's 693, 963, or 369, it doesn't matter, or whatever is in between them frequencies. So you find that connecting with a intimate soulmate or a twin flame, even if you don't have sexual intercourse, well, I don't mean sexual intercourse, even if you don't have an orgasm with the person, even just foreplay can, trigger a rise in Kundalini, because you're vibrating at the same frequency and it's so intense that it's like your flesh is dripping away, and it's no longer about the physical, but it's about intertwining your soul and your spirit with theirs. If y'all can grasp that concept. And that is why I say that having your Mars or your Venus in Scorpio is an excellent placement, because it means that your sex is very transformative. Okay? It is healing. It clears away your karma, whether it's good or bad. It helps you to have a grand reset. And everybody's sex is different and serve different purpose. But that's the purpose of Venus in Scorpio.